Hey, did you miss us? Hello, welcome back to the Real Screen Team. I'm Andrew Thomas. I'm here with my fellow Ghostbuster, Christopher Johnson.
Hello, everyone.
And since you guys enjoyed that non-spoiler rant, we're going to do the actual spoiler review for Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Yes, and just as a warning, if you have not seen this film, pause the video or change the channel, go to Regal Cinema, go watch it.
Or any theater in your part of the state.
Yes, whether it's Regal, AMC, any place that is showing it, go see it, and then come back here. Because it's definitely worth it. Mm-hmm. Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there's no need to go into the overview and synopsis now, is it?
But we could go more into the cast, their character development stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, as we were saying in the last video, all the kids were fantastic.
Yeah.
And you definitely got to understand kind of what role they were a part of with the Ghostbusters team.
Yeah.
We know that Phoebe is definitely the Egon.
Yeah.
She's the one that is fully understanding how the gadgets work. She learns how to repair them.
With help of Ghost Egon.
Yeah, because when Egon died, he's still around. But he's not the usual ghost that we tend to see. He's more of a bodiless spirit that is watching over things and helping.
Yep. He also helps Trevor out. Also. Yep, of course, Phoebe has her emotional moment with her mom, Callie.
Yeah. Oh, good Lord. That broke my heart. That broke my heart.
And worse was when they were arrested by the sheriff, which we forgot to mention.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we got to see Bokeem Woodbine as Sheriff Domingo, Lucky's father.
For his, one scene. Because we don't really see him again after that.
Yeah, and we don't get an apology because of, it turns out the kids were right.
But she was going to shoot him.
Oh, yeah, Phoebe was willing to catch a body. Mm-hmm. She was going to, oh, good Lord.
Yep. Well, she was going to shoot the whole entire police station.
Yeah. She was going to proton pack the whole police station.
Yep. Yeah, the grandfather's anger for what he did with Peck in the first movie.
Yeah. But this one was a lot more angry and visceral.
Yep. There. And them talking about him being mean about him, being a dirt farmer. Yes, that's a running thing. Dirt farmer had a family, or that's mainly that's a running gag through most of this movie.
Yeah, but there was a reason why. He had a whole bunch of ghost traps underneath the dirt.
Yeah.
So how can you farm anything if you got a whole bunch of ghost traps ready to catch something really bad?
Yep, like we said, her relationship with podcasts and with Gary are good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed their relationship.
Yeah, even her relationship with her brother Trevor, which we didn't mention, was for their few scenes were good.
Yeah, they were good, and once Trevor got the info of what was going on, he actually got into it too.
And apparently he was the one who knew about the ghost thing before.
Yeah, because he went to the freaking mine. He was the first one to go to the mine.
No, but he heard about the thing in the 80s, way before that.
Well, yeah.
When they were talking about that, when they were riding that automobile.
And heard Gozer's name.
Yep. Yeah, speaking of which.
Yeah, he and Lucky heard Gozer's name.
Yep. And like we said, we don't see much of Trevor, and well, Trevor goes back and forth.
Yeah.
He disappears for a while because we're mainly focused on Phoebe Nelson. He comes back when the plot needs it to.
Yeah, which I guess somewhat that might be a little bit of a raw deal for Finn Wolfhard, but on the other hand, like we said in the other video, McKenna Grace is the main character of this.
Yep.
This is her vehicle. That's why I said I hope she didn't hurt her back, because she carried this whole film on her back.
Or in that proton pack. So she wore that proton pack for a whole lot of that movie also.
Very true.
Yep, shooting practice and shooting at Muncher, Slimer's long lost cousin.
Yeah, voiced by Josh Gad.
Yeah.
Either unfortunately or fortunately, he didn't sing in this. Hey, no offense to Josh Gad, very good actor.
And
very good actor.
So many arms to this ghost.
Yeah, what does he have? Like 4 or 6?
I thought it was 6.
Yeah, that's right. He did have 6. Yeah. And he can chew through anything, literally anything,
which does help in the plot.
Yeah.
After the jail scene, which we
very true.
Yeah.
And plus, with that, we get some upgrades to some of the iconic gadgets and vehicles.
Yep. We get the PKE meter. That's the thing that we kept on. We missed it on the.
That's what I thought. Yeah, the PKE meter.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, I call it the ectometer in the Ghostbusters 2 review. It's PKE. It's been a while, so yeah.
Was it an upgraded one, or was it the one from Ghostbusters 2?
I thought it was the one from Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah. But we did get to see the PKE meter.
Yep.
Apparently, Egon put a freaking gunner seat on the Ecto-1.
That's mainly an homage to the cartoon. The cartoon they had, the gunner seat.
So this isn't just a celebration of the first 2 films. This is a celebration of everything that was good of Ghostbusters. Yeah. So the freaking gunner seat from the real Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And we now have an RC car ghost trap.
Yeah.
Which part of me does question how podcast knew how to maneuver that thing, but I bet the kid played with RC cars.
Yeah. It'll be good for the action figures once the toys come out.
Well, some of the toys are already out, and the interesting thing is the kids are the best sellers. Take that, critics.
We need to get that. We need to get those if we ever re-review this movie.
Yeah, which I think we probably will come back to this film.
Yeah. If we do a whole 4 Ghostbusters movie and probably the cartoons also. Yeah.
I actually wouldn't mind going and watching all of...
Yeah, but the real Ghostbusters, along with the Slimer's shorts, would take forever. And then Extreme Ghostbusters, so that would be over 500 episodes, give or take.
And oh god, and I thought us eventually tackling Doctor Who would be an endeavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, be on the lookout for that in the coming year.
Yeah.
But like we said with Callie and Gary, their relationship, growing, and it's really nice. Yeah. Gary, he cares about her, he cares about the kids. Eventually, just like what happened with Dana and Lewis, they're the ones that end up getting taken over by Zool and Vince.
Yep, although they do reverse. He gets possessed by Vince first, and then Zool always likes to do the scary thing by scare jumping, scare attacking Callie, possessing. But the Vince one was kind of funny at Walmart.
Yeah.
Let alone that, unlike Dana and Lewis, which took place the same night, this one took place a night and then
a day.
Yeah, after that.
And oh dear God, they ended up doing what they need to do in a field.
Unlike the other characters, this one was kind of mutual. Was really mutual because they're attracted to each other.
Yeah.
Unlike the Louis and Dana possession, where Dana was in denial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was interesting to see how Zool and Vince, we got to see a little bit more character in how they react and think, and a lot of it, there definitely is quite a lot of dog in there.
Yeah.
Because there are definitely actions of instinct. But at the same time, you can actually tell that I think whether or not I think they do have a thing for each other.
Yeah, they do.
So, hey. And then I guess the added effect of Callie and Gary growing a relationship kind of spiked it up even more.
Yeah. Mainly because they let one of the dogs out that Egon trapped.
Yeah.
Thanks, Gary.
I think, wasn't it Zool?
I think it was Zool. I'm not quite sure which one.
I think it was Zool who was captured.
Yep.
By Egon at the beginning of the film.
Yep. Oh yeah, and we get to see how Egon dies in this movie. Luckily, we don't really see the face all that much.
Yeah, which it was like I said in the other video that they Jason Reitman wanted to bring back the character, not so much bring back Harold Ramis. He wanted to honor and bring back the character of Egon.
Yeah. And
kind of how we would expect him in his old age.
Yeah. And but of course Egon needs to work on those ghost traps because they don't really quite work properly when trying to catch Zool at the beginning.
Well, remember Janine said he did have trouble with keeping the lights on.
Yeah, along that paying the bills and stuff.
Yeah, that's the reason why.
And so I'm pretty sure she's the one who paid the bills.
Well, not just her. So did Winston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What I said in the in the non-spoiler review, we actually get to find out what happened with the Ghostbusters later on.
Yeah, Ray's back with his occult.
Yeah, Ray's occult books.
Yeah.
Peter went back to academia.
Yep. Through media.
Yeah.
Yeah, through promotional media stuff.
Which makes all the sense in the world, seeing as though he was definitely the leading force in promoting the Ghostbusters.
Yep. I'm surprised that he was in trouble over his past work in the 30 years.
I know, right?
Yeah. Especially with the female students.
Yeah. But hey, he straightened up, and him and Dana are married.
Yep. If you look closely, there's a wedding ring.
They actually got married. I'm very happy about that.
Yeah.
Wish we could have seen Oscar, but sequels. Remember, this film succeeded. Sequels.
Yep.
And Winston, he became a multimedia tycoon, CEO.
Who now might be bringing the Ghostbusters back.
Yeah. Because he's been ever since he became a major success, he's been making sure that those that were close to him and gave him his start to lead to this success, he still made sure to take care of them. He's still financing Ray's bookshop.
Yeah. And
he was doing his best to help Egon.
Yep, although we're never really specific on the business. He's just a mogul. They don't know what it's about. It's just a business.
Yeah, but hey, success.
Yeah,
he's a mogul.
Yep. And then our big bad Gozer shows up.
Yes, we
Along with
see.
and we forgot Evo. Oh, Shandor also.
Yes. We now finally get to learn a bit more about Ivo Shandor. That the gold that he used for the building in New York City came from this town in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently he was a very influential person in this town, so much that so many things are named after him.
Yeah, but they even bury him in one of the tombs.
Yeah, which is in the freaking mine.
Yep. And he's played by J.K. Simmons.
Ah, yes, J.K. Simmons.
He's back for another review.
Yes. First Batman,
Yeah,
now
that's
Ghostbusters, and then he's gonna need pictures of Spider-Man!
Yeah. Although you can't really tell because of all the makeup with the beard and stuff.
Yeah,
it's
true.
Really,
I didn't even realize
I didn't realize that either until you see the credits. And you're like, oh, that was him.
Though I do feel as though they gave Evo a raw deal.
Yeah.
Because he kind of got disposed of quickly by Gozer.
Yep, and this is sort of like a choose your own adventure, because if you want to choose if you think the video game is better than this movie, then,
or if the video game is like canon,
yeah,
maybe it kind of is because Harold Ramis and Dan Aykroyd wrote it.
Yeah.
So, is Ghostbusters Afterlife Ghostbusters 4?
Or maybe alternate 3 because of how they did with Evo.
Yeah, because in the video game, Evo was actually the new big bad of the whole story. The Ghostbusters literally had to go to hell to battle this man who had become a demon.
Who was possessing the mayor.
Yes. So, yeah, that's pretty epic. I feel as though they could have done some more with Evo.
Yep.
I would have loved to have seen J.K. Simmons in all demon glory trying to utterly wreck people.
No. Instead, he just became a gag.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. And then Gozer, played by Olivia Wilde.
Yeah, interestingly enough.
But she's not the one doing the voice, though, which is weird.
Well, are you surprised? They got Zoe Agadashalo?
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll put the name here so you can try.
Okay.
But she did a very good job of kind of bringing back that iconic voice.
Yep. Yep. Well, although it made much more sense in the first movie because Gozer was played by a Russian, so I'm not quite sure he did that, but I'm not quite sure why they. But
they wanted to keep that iconic, booming, scary, graspy voice.
And Gozer got smarter in this movie.
Yeah, and plus, in a weird way, and in a subtle way, they did their best in trying to make Gozer look a bit more androgynous.
Yeah.
Because remember, Gozer can be whatever Gozer wants to. Gozer is neither male nor female. They're somewhere in between. So they actually did make Gozer look androgynous.
Yeah, and Gozer seems to like the Safe Puffs, since she brought back little Safe Puffs.
Yeah, I love the fact that they were able to bring back certain things like that. I actually enjoyed the mini Stay Puffs.
Yeah.
And it makes sense that they would be so chaotic like the Gremlins.
Yeah.
You know, not even caring about their own sakes of harming themselves. I mean, they're just marshmallows.
Yep.
And dear God, they actually caused trouble for podcasts when he was trying to help capture Gozer.
Yep. And then of course, the new Ghostbusters, which are the kids, they they have their own plan by capturing one of the dogs in order to go make Gozer not together anymore.
Yes. Well, yeah, that was the main idea before they realized that, oh, Egon's whole plan was to capture Gozer.
Yeah.
To stop this once and for all, because Egon found out that, oh, Ivo Shandor actually had a plan B. That if what didn't work in New York, if that didn't work out, there was always a plan B back in his home in Oklahoma.
Yeah. Of course, no one believed
Which
him.
is actually very smart problem solving. Always have a plan B.
And the problem is no one believed him, not even Ray. Of all people.
Which, that's one of the very few gripes I have with this film. You know, always listen to Egon. Egon is always right.
Especially the 3 Ghostbusters.
Seriously.
Even though Egon might have scared off business, you still could have believed him on that. Peter, I could understand the business, him being frustrated with the business part of it, that people keep running away because of Egon saying it, but Ray, I don't picture Ray being that kind of guy, being upset over the business thing.
No.
As much. Yeah.
Well, even though it was his pride and joy.
Yeah. Yeah, but, you know, sometimes it sounds like it could have been Ray who could have been the one doing that if it wasn't for Harold Ramis's death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole idea was originally it was supposed to be Peter who was going to be the one to die, but due to Harold Ramis's unfortunate passing, it had to be Egon.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they should have listened to Egon. They know Egon's always right.
Yeah.
It would have been cool if there were a little bit more references to Ghostbusters 2, but there are some things there. The occult bookshop, the updated PKE meter.
Yeah.
Would have been cool if there was like some allusion to...
They have the toaster in the house.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I almost forgot about the toaster that Egon used in Ghostbusters 2 to show how the slime works.
Yeah, that's in the movie also.
So that's cool. That is very cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ghostbusters 2 did happen.
Yeah.
But I have to give them all the credit in the world on how in God's name they made Gozer scarier.
Yeah. Yep, she threatens kids.
Yeah.
She rips the trap to go release Zool again, and only this time it possesses one of the kid Ghostbusters, Lucky this time.
Yeah.
Because they switched it up because they released Callie, now it's... So she decided to go find another one, so she's like, oh, we'll pick the other girl, Lucky.
Yeah. Which I find very interesting that we were literally seeing Gozer fall apart when they captured Zool.
Yeah.
So... Bruh, it was actually a bit frightening.
Yeah.
And seriously, Gozer was intense.
Yep, and then...
Apparently, Gozer remembered what happened that last time.
Yeah,
and this time, Gozer was going to try.
And after that phone call from Phoebe from the police department with Ray, yes, that's also what happens also.
Yeah, she actually gets the opportunity to talk to Ray.
And finds out everything that happened.
Yeah, and kind of fill Ray in on the fact that, Egon found out Gozer was finding a way to come back.
Yep, and Ray decided to bring back Peter and Winston, who show up in the final climax, the third act. Which... Like we said, did you miss us?
Which was fantastic. I mean, Bill Murray is still in top form, as is Dan Aykroyd and Ernie Hudson. They're still fantastic.
Yep, and Ray's like reading everything that in the jurisdiction of Oklahoma Gozer. Like the Fisherman's League or something or other. Yeah.
And this time, Ray did the right thing.
After being persuaded after getting egged on by Peter Winston, he's like, "Come on, man." He's like, "Come on.
You know the answer to this.
We're not going to get ourselves shut down again."
Are you a god?
And then they both look at him. Come on, Ray. Come on.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, then they do the Crossing the Streams homage to the first one.
And it didn't work.
Yeah, Gozer
figured things out. This is a much more intense Gozer. This ain't no, I'm going to turn into the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man Gozer. This is, I'm going to use my powers to utterly wreck you all Gozer.
This movie's more like a bit of tribute in a horror movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
With some comedy in between.
Yeah. But I think this one leaned more into the drama and the horror.
Yeah.
You know, with having some of the comedy to kind of level it out and give a bit more lightheartedness to what serious things are going on.
Yep, and then Ray's like, "I don't remember this being this painful," and Winston's like, "Yes, I do." Of course, there's also a homage in Ghostbusters 2 where Peter's trying to distract Vigo, and this one he's trying to distract Gozer by saying, "We could have been a power couple, you and I." Well, Winston's ready to go shoot her, and then she just knocks out of the way. Oh, it was worth a try.
Bill Murray's still in top form.
Yeah, but
still in top
the true
form.
heroes end up being Phoebe, Ghost of Egon, and Trevor. Because Trevor,
God, way to just nonchalantly
and podcast.
But what a way to nonchalantly bring up the most impactful moment of the whole film. While the original Ghostbusters and the new Ghostbusters are shooting Gozer with the proton packs, and Phoebe's having difficulty with it. Yeah. She actually is helped steadied by the physical ghost of Egon Spengler. And my God, to see all four Ghostbusters together one more time.
Yeah.
Oh, it hit me right here.
Yep.
Because, my God, we never thought we'd have the opportunity to see this again after Harold Ramis's unfortunate passing.
Yeah.
And to see, you know, even though it was done respectfully and tastefully, how they made Egon look older. You could see Harold Ramis, but it was Harold Ramis as we remembered him.
CGI, Harold Ramis.
And the fact that he didn't speak, he just acknowledged things with, you know, his movements and his facial reactions.
Yeah.
And, you know, the fact that finally, you know, Peter, Ray, and Winston got to apologize to Egon over the fact that they didn't believe him and any other bad blood that happened between them, and Egon just gives them a reassuring nod.
Ray was hurt the most over the Egon thing because they were the closest one, but being the smart ones,
And then, I mean, the fact that we finally got to see, you know, Callie fully make amends with Egon.
Yeah.
I mean, first she'd already figured that out when they went to Egon's hidden, you know...
lab.
Yeah, his hidden lab, which is very reminiscent of the firehouse, even has the freaking pole that you slide down on. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, he was using the lamp to help Phoebe and fixing the proton pack, and he was also the lamp to let Callie know that despite the fact he wasn't physically there, he did care about her, and he made sure that she was okay.
Yeah. Yep.
And that she was a very important part of his life.
Before she got possessed by Zool.
Yeah.
Yeah, heartwarming moment. Then Zool comes in to ruin that moment.
Yeah. But then she finally got to have a touching moment with Egon before he leaves.
Yep.
He made peace with everything.
Yep. Then we get 2 post-credit scenes, which we've already mentioned. The Peter and Dana thing.
Which is utterly fantastic.
Homage to the beginning of the first movie with the cards.
And, I mean, did Peter cheat or did he just know?
I think he'd cheat. Because that would be a Peter thing to do, just cheat. Have a mark, like she said. There. And like you said, it was all in the male suit to see torture.
Yeah. And he got to feel the shock.
Although it was more like a kinky sort of thing for them. But what kind of...
Was this their foreplay?
Yeah.
Was this their foreplay?
Yeah. Then we get a bonus deleted scene from the original Ghostbusters with Janine and Egon. And that was deleted in the first movie, where she actually gives them a coin.
Yeah, that she won at the fair when she was younger.
Yep.
She won 2. She gave one to Egon, and she kept the other one.
Yep. The reason I knew that was the deleted scene because I have the DVD and Blu-ray with the deleted scene.
And they did a very good job at restoring it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we finally find out, what Winston has been doing since he became a success. Helping with Ray.
Yeah, sir.
Helping as best he could with Egon.
And they had an ominousness with the containment unit.
Yeah, because he goes ahead and decides to fund the Ghostbusters again.
Yeah.
He reopens the original firehouse in New York. And who knows, maybe they start making branches throughout the whole U.S. and abroad.
Yeah, well...
But, as you brought up, there is that little moment where we see the original containment unit and the red light's blinking. Mm-hmm. Did some of the original ghosts get out? Mm-hmm. Or are they about to get out?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but... So, how should we score this movie?
Why don't you go first?
I give this an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed this movie. It was good homage to everything. I like that was with people not believing, well, mainly the Ghostbusters not believing Egon being the crazy one. That was the only thing that really irritated me about that part, because it felt like it should have been, because and if Harold Ramis was still alive, it would have been Ray. He would have done that instead of the other way around. Because this doesn't feel like, still doesn't feel right of them not believing Egon, the smart one.
Yeah, the one who always figures out everything.
Who has all the PhDs. Yeah. Yeah. So I give this 8 out of 10. I've watched this again. And I'm planning to get the Blu-ray also to complete this set. Yeah. And you?
For me, I was really close to giving this a 9 out of 10, but I calmed myself down a bit. I'm like, okay, remember, this film isn't absolutely perfect, but it is fantastic. I got to give this an 8.5 out of 10. Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed this film. It was everything I wanted and then some. Mm-hmm. It really was. And, with seeing all the Ghostbusters back, seeing a new era of the a new era for the Ghostbusters with the kids, seeing nice little homages to the original films, and even some horror homages, like the summer school where the kids are watching Cujo or Child's Play. The mini Stay Puffs acting like the Gremlins.
Surprised we didn't get a Halloween in there. Even though it would have been fun just because of Paul Rudd's involvement with Halloween.
True, that would have been cool, but I think because companies.
Yeah, Universal and Sony.
Yeah.
Even though Ghostbusters is his own peacock. So I'm not quite sure how the hell they're working that.
True.
Yeah.
We got a little bit of Poltergeist and even some Stranger Things.
Yeah.
And there were even nice little homages with how the characters are interacting in certain moments that felt like the Goonies or E.T.
Yeah.
You know, it felt like a bit of an 80s throwback, but still modern.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed that. I really loved this film. It's definitely a worthy continuation of Ghostbusters. It followed the mold that Cobra Kai started for the Karate Kid franchise. Yeah. Always find a way to make the current seem interesting just as much as the classic. Find a happy medium between the both and help them build upon each other. Mm-hmm. That's how you make a good continuation. Mm-hmm. And I got a free ticket because Andrew works at Regal Cinema. I actually felt bad I didn't pay full price for the ticket when we got out. I was like, oh my God, I feel bad I didn't pay. I should have paid my hard-earned money for this film.
You can still have a shot. You can still try again this week.
Possibly. I mean, it was really good.
Yeah.
I encourage you all to go see this film.
Yeah.
Because this is probably going to lead to possibly more Ghostbusters material.
It looks that way already.
And a greater opportunity for other franchises to return and follow the mold Cobra Kai and Ghostbusters did. So, here's to that. I guess the champagne of victory.
And if you want to debate us on that, or if you want to, or if you really agree, we recommend that you find us on Facebook, The Real Screen Team. Find us on YouTube, mainly YouTube. To comment, subscribe, and tell us what your thoughts about the movie was. Maybe get into a free debate with us on that one.
And for everyone else that may have seen my rant in the non-spoiler review, I don't know. Maybe send this out to a few people.
Yep. And then before we go, we're not done with Sony yet.
No. As we tackle one franchise that now has been rejuvenated, why don't we go to another franchise that is still going strong after so many years? We're going to tackle Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. Now, originally we were planning on doing this for the whole month of December, but due to delays and other situations that occurred, we're going to decide to move all of that to January, and we're going to call it the Year of the Spider.
Yeah.
And not only are we going to tackle all of the live-action films, all three of Tobey Maguire's films, both of Andrew Garfield's films, and now all three of Tom Holland's films for now, because he just got signed for 3 more films. Mm-hmm. We're also going to, in October, tackle Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Yep.
Part 1.
Yep.
So, yes, this is really going to be the Year of the Spider.
Yep. So, we'll get all the Spider-Man things this January. And let you know how we felt about the upcoming No Way Home movie.
Yes, which I'm definitely going to make sure to see either premiere night or the day that it's like open to everybody.
Yeah.
because I am not going to risk seeing spoilers. I'm not going to risk having it spoiled for me.
So when you see this in January, when you see that video in January, hit it there, and you're still in your Spider-Man, and you have a big Spider-Man fix, go look us up.
Yes, definitely.
But want to roll us out?
Sure. Well, thank you all for coming. Definitely come back and watch us again. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. It definitely helps. Thank you all. Let's fade to black.